I had already gone to bed when something really scary woke me up. My mom had been really sick for a while, and I already knew she wasn't going to be around much longer because she told me she had a terminal illness. My mom was just gasping for air. Her medication was spilled all around her in her bed, and she was just turning this really scary shade of blue. I screamed and I screamed and I screamed for her to breathe, and she was trying, but just those hospital gaps, they just kept coming. I called 911. They said I was smart to call. They said I was brave, but they wouldn't let me stay in her room. God, my mom looked so scared. I felt so helpless. The ambulance people wheeled my mom out, but she wasn't making sounds anymore. She didn't even look at me when they passed by me. That was the last time I ever saw her. The police asked me a lot of questions, and they asked about my family. I explained that my mom was my only family. I've never even met or talked to my dad. My mom told me she had to leave him because he used to hurt her a lot. I mean, I know I have grandparents, but I never met them. And I had one uncle that I visited over the summer, but I don't even know his last name. They asked me if I had any friends that I could stay with. Then I realized I didn't even know anyone's phone number. I felt so alone. A worker from the state said that I could go somewhere and be okay. She said there was an emergency shelter called Children in Crisis. I may have only been 10, but I knew what the word crisis meant, and they were right. I was a kid in crisis. I got to Children in Crisis with just my small bag of stuff. The people there were so nice. They understood how scared I felt and told me that I was safe. I didn't think I was tired, but after a quick snack and putting my few things away in my room, I realized that I was exhausted. I guess I'd been scared for a long time. My mom had just been so sick. She told me one day that I had to be really brave. I just didn't think it would happen so fast. I finally drifted off and got some sleep. But in the morning, the worst was still to come. One of the staff members there came over to me and talked to me. They told me the doctors weren't able to save my mom. She died at the hospital. Didn't even cry. I knew that my mom was finally out of pain. I'd been taking care of her for so long, for 2 years. I guess I was glad that she was out of pain, but my pain just started. The next few months were hard. But the good thing was that I found friends and even people that I now considered my family at CIC. They took good care of me and made sure that the judge heard my thoughts and my feelings about where I should live. They were there with me every day, every step of the way. They couldn't take my pain away, but I finally had adults in my life who took care of me, who were there for me, and only wanted what was best for me. After a few months, I went to live with my mom's friend. I guess I had to grow up pretty fast over the last couple of years while she was sick. I don't know what would have happened to me if there hadn't been a place for me to go. I may have only been 10, but I knew a lot of things. I knew that raising kids is expensive. I remember how hard it was for my mom, and she struggled to make ends meet, and CIC takes care of a lot of kids. The staff told me that it takes a lot of people in our community to take care of these many kids. I was told that if you're seeing this video right now, then you're one of those people who care enough to help. No matter how long I live, I won't ever be able to say thank you enough. You don't even know me, and yet somehow you cared about me. At first it was kind of hard to understand, but I think I get it now. If you've ever had anything sad or bad happen in your life, you want someone to be there and to help you get through your hard times too. I know that because how I feel right now, I know someday when I grow up and I have a job, I want to give back too. Mostly because I know just how hard it is when you feel alone. I think you guys must have known how that feels too, because so many of you were there for me. I won't ever be able to tell you thank you enough. Just know that someday I'll give back too. The best people in life always do.